Hey, everybody. Okay, we're going to do a chill stream. Let me go ahead and get the ticker going across the bottom of the screen, and I need to scroll up. Intro. I'll proudly fly this thin blue line flag behind me just to piss you off. Okay, guys. Smitty, did you have his van repoed? Did you pull the repo prank on Chili? All right, guys. The link for the panel is in the chat. So whoever wants to come up can come up. Okay, Smitty is pleading the Hillary, I take it. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, good. Finally not having to wear a monkey suit this time of day.
I don't blame you, especially with this heat.
Yeah, well, once you add a, 20-pound duty belt, another 20 to 30-pound vest.
It just adds up. I mean, and that's a lot of extra baggage per se.
And then when I'm doing patrols, our uniforms are all black, so that doesn't help either.
No, but it's good that you're doing what you're doing. So thank you for ensuring the safety and well-being of others, and then teaching, and plus you did say you're going to do a teaching stream sometime soon, correct?
Yeah, I am.
Good. Okay. Well, we're excited about that one.
But today's stream, we're just going to do some videos.
Sweet. Well, I'll be happy to join, but I won't probably be able to stay too long. But I appreciate you having us today.
40 pounds, Blue Bear. What in the hell do you have on your duty belt?
Oh my gosh.
Well, mine's only 20 pounds because I have a lot of the other equipment not on the belt. It's up on my chest on the vest. Like the pepper ball pistol, the taser. My two-way radio isn't even on my duty belt. It's on my vest.
So I wonder how. I mean, 40 pounds plus your weight, and then your height, and then the right amount. I can see why a lot of people, I mean, even like the firefighters, when you guys are like, when they're having to practice and they have to go up all the steps
Mm-hmm.
for training. But still, it amazes me how people can hold that while running and chasing people. So again, I give kudos to the blue and of course military and EMTs, firefighters. I mean, I know it's tough work. And then you have people who are jackasses and just want to think that it's not good when really there are a lot of good people that are involved in it.
Oh yeah. All right. So Blue Bear, the first video is kind of for you a little bit.
Yay.
It's going to be a TikTok video. It could be potentially incriminating against the person that recorded the video.
That's what it says.
Tourniquet gloves.
Hey, Miss Mandy.
Hey, Miss Mandy.
Yeah, where's her wrench? But yeah, 318 round, 40 caliber, a taser, a radio.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Blue Bear shooting the same thing I shoot. I shoot 40 cal at work.
Have you had to use it here recently or no?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's
I've
good.
had to pull it out of the holster, but I knock on wood,
Yep.
I've never had to aim it at anybody or fire it at anybody.
No, that's good. Have you ever used your taser?
Oh, taser, I've used plenty. I've used the pepper ball pistol plenty. I used
Okay.
the pepper ball pistol because I can reach out and hit somebody from 60 feet away with it.
Oh, see, that's cool. Oh, look, Logan's here. B, of course,
yay.
she's so sweet. Miss Mandy, she's so sweet, and she has a 9mm. I only have a 22-6 Sawyer, and so really, the only person that will be using it is my husband. He knows where it's located. My daughter and I do not, and that's the way we're gonna have it. So that way,
All right.
yep, it's all
All
good.
right. So let's watch this first idiot potentially do something criminal.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
But again, some people, I mean, look what some people do with 4th of July and fireworks. And so yeah, that's crazy.
Oh
What's your
wait.
take
Hold.
on it? What's your take on it?
I need to change my my logo up at the top. Face palm.
Yes, I love it. I love that you can do that and then your little tickers. So yeah, stupid is as stupid does.
Yeah. That was a bottle rocket under the door into the bathroom with an elderly lady who is walking with a cane, and it blows up with her.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
I mean, even though yes, I laughed because it was just awful to hear.
The reason I laughed was what the lady said.
I
You
know.
mother.
That was the other part that got me too. because I think I would be saying that or worse. So yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now, if it was me or Blue Bear and we were at work and someone did that up under the bathroom door, someone is probably catching the business end of a taser.
Yeah. You know what? And that would be funny. And luckily enough, y'all have body cams, so it'd be recorded in real time, and then we can laugh at it later. So yeah, it's just people will do stupid things, but hey, that's a good thing that they post them so that way we can laugh at them. Thank God we didn't have this when I was younger. You still with me? Hello? It seems like we lost our buddy here. I guess his internet is not acting really well. So if others, oh crap, we can't have anyone else join because he's the host. Well, thank God you guys are here, and hopefully he'll return here soon. Otherwise, we can just talk about maybe some silly things that you guys have seen throughout the years. Maybe if y'all want to tell a quick story, that way we can laugh at the comments below. Mark Mutiny. All right, CA. Well, hopefully you'll be here soon because I don't want to just talk by myself. I don't think anyone else wants to hear me talk. But the main thing is we just need to just have some fun because we know that some people's weeks have not been the greatest, and I wish I knew some jokes. The only thing is, if I was on my computer, I could actually move on my phone to some Reddit stuff because there's some really, really funny jokes. And I suck at joke telling, and I'm so sorry. But I will say there's some. Oh, who's the girl that I just? Oh, Call Me Chris, with a KallMeKris. Well, Logan, you can do dirty jokes. That's fine.
Peekaboo. I'm
Hey,
back.
you're back. Thank God I didn't have to do any jokes. I was just about to say, have someone, like I did a shout out about Call Me Chris the other day or last Sunday, and she's pretty funny, pretty entertaining. It may not be for everybody, but go check her out. She can make you laugh. At least she does for us. But welcome back, CA. Thank you.
Yeah, let me get this next video set up before this internet decides to crash again. For some reason, AT&T has had their internet screw up all week.
Well, that's no fun. Come on. We want to stream. We want to internet. We want to do things. We can't do things without internet. Yeah, we had AT&T prior, and now we're with Suddenlink.
Oh, see, Blue Bear done missed the first video.
Well, why don't we replay it? It's funny.
Yeah, we can.
I see what Mark says. Every time I hear AT&T, I think Star Wars. I can understand that. That's funny.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just for Blue Bear, let me go ahead and pull that one up.
I'm sorry you had to do a breathing treatment. Ugh. Asthma sucks. But you're still kicking ass, so way to go, Blue Bear.
And while I'm waiting for that to load, go ahead and get share screen ready.
That does help. Because I've done that before where I've started a video and for 40 seconds, no one told me that y'all couldn't see it. So I was just watching it by myself. Oh. Well, asthma, taking a smoke break. Got it. Ah.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. I still love it. I'm going to have to save that in my. You may have to DM me that link so I can play it for my husband when he gets home. Actually, I'll show him this video too. But because again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Okay. Now on to the second video.
All right, you fucker.
But,
Okay, go
but
ahead. Sorry.
before I play the next one, we all know these types of people at work. That's a hint as to what we're going to talk about. The people that like to.
Oh no. Don't tell me his AT&T screwed up. I want to see the video, Commander. Come on. Get your. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Call Artie's. Yeah, I kind of wonder how other people are set up. Mine is just with my kid's laptop and our internet. That's it. And then laying down the law, so yeah, I'll have to get that link because I also like the guys that torture each other. They're ones that are British. What's their channel name? They're funny. And I wish I wasn't alone up here. You guys should have joined in so we could chit chat away. But I'm glad you guys are still here. Oh, yeah, USB. She clearly does not like it rough. That is true. Yeah, too bad we can't call AT&T right now for him and say, listen, you need to get this fixed up. Ben Phillips. Okay. Yeah, I need to go watch them again. They're funny. Because it's kind of funny what brothers do to each other. Because I had the older brother, as y'all know, and we're only just 3.5 years apart. So, of course, he would be the one that would like to prank against me, do little silly, stupid stuff. And it was lots and lots of fun. And Mark, that's just an excuse. You would have joined in, but I'm half asleep for my trip out. Yeah, Logan, I'm not showing my face. And, because my hair, I need to wash it. But you don't look like shit, so you should come up. The only thing is, I can't have you join. And so we could talk right now while we're waiting for Commander. Where is he? I mean, he's got his face paint right there, but, you know. So, what is on your minds today? Are y'all ready for, are y'all watching the stream tonight for Blue? And, of course, the unfavorite frauditor. Are y'all watching that tonight? Because I think I'm going to listen to it as much as I can, but also depends on family. Yay, Logan! I wish I could have you join in like right now so we could just talk, but oh, there's other people talking in other discords. I guess, oh, and Law Talk, if y'all haven't seen it, there is now a debate channel, which I think is a great idea. About to go the router. Yeah. I think I would too. I mean, I know it's stressful right now, but hopefully you'll get it back on. In the meantime, we can talk about all silly stuff. I'm not sure if I really want to talk about Chili. I just think it's all BS of what he said, but that's just my point. So, Logan, if you were up here right now, what would you say? Because since you can type, what would you? That's funny. So, B, when is really a good time for you to do stream? Is it like, are there any better times since you can't watch it at home? Yeah, I think he is going to have to threaten his computer, his, because I bet he has all the right components, of course. It's just the stupid internet. So they either, hopefully, has fiber optic, because we don't even have fiber optic here. Well, actually, I lie. We have fiber optic like 3 hours away, and it's not it's not here yet. Yeah, B, I am too, and I've only heard about Chili for what, over a month now, and I just want to punch his face. Oh, I just scared my cat. But anyway, I'm not having your tech look either. Oh, that's not fun. Yeah, see, I'm not technical. I just know how to use certain things. Well, your premiere is going to be great, though, Blue. I mean, you have really done an excellent job. And then with the fact that you have an awesome producer, means that I probably need to ask her to produce some things. But the only problem is that she's probably already booked way too much. So, okay, that's good. So, B girl, if I do it during the day, um, or just like how we're doing during the day, so anytime we'll try to do that. We'll do that for you. Plus, I think everyone needs a little internet break. Not that I'm condoning this break that we're having right now from CA, because he wants to show some really amazing videos, and I wish he had the one started. I guess it was maybe me talking. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's my fault, CA. Maybe it's like, oh, Amanda's here. I'm just gonna crash while she's talking. So we'll see. I guess I did, but to the router, I apologize if there was any intimidation whatsoever. I think you need to be kind and considerate. And please, for goodness sake, start back up so that way CA and all of his friends can have a good time, a good laugh, and then we can watch the premiere tonight. So, again, don't forget to watch Laying Down the Law with Blue Bear. And I know there was a time already said, and I think when at like 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, because I remember Mandy already posting it. Because we definitely don't want to miss out on that. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know if I want to throw stuff. Um, because one, then you have to like pay for it to get it fixed. So the good thing is with Minecraft, there are things that you can break, especially the glass. So I recommend, if you need something to break something on Minecraft. It'll save you in the long run. That's why I used to tell even some of my clients I used to have that had anger management issues. Yeah, very expensive. Okay. Thank you, Blue Bear. I thought he was either 4 or 5 my time. So again, do not miss out. You need to watch it. And whoever, I know, well, Smitty, you are a blue. You could, we need to link it. We need to post that link. Or if not, make sure that, well, everyone's in here is in Discord. So that's a good thing. Those who are tardy. Well, we weren't tardy though, Schmitty. All right. CA, I hope you're still talking to your internet nicely. I hope you're following what Logan says. Because, I would show you, pictures of my cats, but can't do that right now. I will say they're resting. They've been helping me take cat naps today. Yes, they've been very, very helpful. They've also been politely, secretly watching me as I eat something. So, anyway. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's a good joke. Okay, so one bright day in the middle of the night, two dead boys, okay, go up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their swords, and shot each other. If you don't believe the story is true, ask the blind man. He saw it too. Nice little rhyme at the end. So it seems like we all have right to bear arms. Mark has some too. We have, I mean, not the right. We own guns. Let me just say that. And then let's see. We all hate chili. Uh, we defend for the family. I was very, very proud in the other server, by the way, for everyone jumping in because it even gets my heart racing when I see other people being name called out, and I hate that. So again, that's what I want to tell y'all is that there are times we're on a server and we see someone write something that is not very polite, we defend, and I love that. I know. Well, CA, it sounds like we may just have to end this, unfortunately. I want to see some videos. I would get on mine, but I've got to take care of some chores. And then we're meeting my dad to hand him some clothes that needs to go to the storage. That's my sister's. I know. It's fitting that CA's got the face on it. That's so true. So, should I don't know who Steve is, but he's probably a nice guy, if Logan, if you know him. Is it really?
Yeah, it's really.
Yay! You're back. Thank God. I was lonely without, I mean, lonely
If
up here in voice, but I was not lonely in chat. Let me rephrase that.
well,
So,
I'm on my phone. I'm on the phone, so the home internet isn't working worth a crap. Broadband keeps
ugh.
cutting out,
Well, I'm so
and
sorry.
Wi-Fi keeps cutting out. Uh, well, it was a short stream. At least we got one funny video in.
It was. It was. And I loved it. And I'm going to have to play that for my husband. So that way he can get a good laugh out of it too.
I'll
I'm
send you
just
the
not,
link to it.
that would be great.
Well,
And I
I,
just
I,
pray
I've
that he
I've
never
set up
does that to any of us. So,
I set up Discord. If you noticed on my server, there's one channel that says CA only, and it's locked. So anytime I have material that I don't want anybody else to see,
mm-hmm.
I'll just throw it in there, and then that'll be what I'll put on the next video or live stream.
So that's smart. See, when I was in live stream, the other day, I posted it in the chat, but I didn't have it all set up. I mean, I had it in my YouTube so I could go and get to it. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem is, you're right, you got to have a backup.
Yeah.
And so the Discord channel is always a really, really, really good idea. So thank you for sharing that with me because I might even do that.
All right. Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream.
I think so. I mean, it was a good 35-minute long. I appreciate you
Oh, wait.
always, huh? Is it back on?
I got Logan in the background.
Yes. You want to bring him up? There he is.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Logan.
Hey, Logan. Yeah, I wasn't too sure if you were able to get him because of the internet or not. So,
I can still access and bring up people on from backstage.
oh, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, you're hang on a second. Let me mute this. And like you weren't coming up on YouTube, but you were up in StreamYard. Ah, okay. That was because I had it paused, not muted. My bad.
You're adorable, Logan.
Hey, I'm honest.
That is true.
Oh.
You are honest.
And I'm having an allergy attack right now.
Oh, that's no fun either.
Time for stuff.
So, what did you think of that video? And if anyone ever did that to you, what would you do?
I think that person would get a beat down long before I could pull the dog off of him. The dogs don't like the loud noises either.
That yeah. Person better just run straight through the walls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just hope that my husband doesn't get any ideas, but then also he would definitely get hit because I can't stand loud noises either. But a lot of people can't. I mean, and my cats, they would freak out too. I don't have any dogs here, but so yeah.
Yeah, no, the person better just leave one of those Looney Tune holes through the side of the wall. Better not stop for the door.
Now, how is your dog doing, by the way? Still being spoiled rotten as ever?
Oh, of course.
Good. And still taking care of your wife when you're gone?
He better be.
Yeah. I think he is.
Better be.
Well, especially when he steals your side of the bed, just like how was it the other night? I fell asleep on the couch, and our cat Patches had decided to sleep with my husband, and I was like, "That's funny." I was like, "You had to have a girl in the bed with you, didn't you?" And so I was surprised that he didn't kick her off because she was the one that left an Amber Heard present a while back.
Oh.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good. We're just talking about pets. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah. No, I had to blow my nose, and you did not want to see that. Whew. I love allergy season.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't even been outside yet.
Hey, just be glad you're not in Georgia, because Georgia allergy season is the worst ever.
Yeah, I never had allergies until I was 30.
Oh, wow.
And they've just been getting worse ever since.
Do you ever use that little nasal pot stuff?
Oh, the neti pot?
Yes.
No, I tried that. It felt like I was drowning.
It is a weird thing, but it seemed to kind of help the pressure for me.
I had an ex-girlfriend who swore by it, but I just couldn't get past the drowning feeling. So
no, it's okay. It's okay. I don't blame you. It is a weird feeling. It's not for everybody.
Yeah. No, I found that Flonase is a lifesaver. At least for me.
Yes. That helps.
And it's over the counter too, so when it gets really bad like today, I just take a Benadryl. And I'll be probably napping through most people's premieres tonight, unfortunately. But
oh no. Hey, but you know what? If you can nap and be able to breathe later on, it's going to be worth it. But yes, again, reminder: don't forget to stop and watch the premiere Blue Bear at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
And then we have the other premiere or the other live stream. What, 7? You said probably, Commander. I think.
Yeah, we have Blue Bacon is debating Rogue at 8 my time, 7 your time,
You're what, Eastern or Central?
Eastern.
Eastern. Okay, so 5 my time.
Yep, 6 my time. But yeah, it's crazy. So hopefully it will go better. I hope it does. But I think yesterday the young gentleman, he had an understanding that we agreed with him. He just, I think it was also, he was kind of defending for himself too. But
Yeah, there you
overall,
go. There's the reminder at the bottom of the screen. Watch Blue Bear stream, or else Mando will sit on you.
that is true.
Okay.
Or you'll get a Klondike bar missile by Mandy. So yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. I don't think she'd use a Klondike bar as ammunition.
No,
She might hit you with the wrapper, though.
That, yes. But the wrapper's not that big, so you'd have to do either Klondike or use like little, the Austin Power movies, and they had the guns on the breast.
How many Klondike bars do you think she goes through? I think she has plenty of ammunition.
She does. Just wrap them all up together.
There you go.
Actually, I have some in my freezer. They're in the door, and so I haven't had one.
Haven't you ever seen that on YouTube? The aluminum foil sphere challenge.
No.
Adam Savage did this on his channel too. The guy from MythBusters.
Yes, yeah. I love.
You take a roll of aluminum foil, crumple it up, pound it into a ball, polish it up, and make an aluminum sphere. Can you do that?
I would think so.
It can be done.
Yep. Plus, I love the MythBusters. I always thought they were very, very cool. And plus, all their theatrical stuff that they could do, their explosives.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also liked, who was the girl host? I can't remember her name, but yeah.
Amy something.
Yes.
It was Amy, Tori, and Grant.
That's right.
They were the build crew. Tori Bellucci, Grant Imahara, and I forget Amy's last name.
It wasn't Logan, was it? No. I can't remember, but because unfortunately my memory is not as good as it was. But that show was great, and I would highly recommend anyone to watch it again on Discovery.
Oh, it's still in syndication. Like I said, Adam Savage has his own YouTube channel.
Okay.
His own workshop, and he talks about a lot of the stuff that they did on the show, and he does his own builds and his own kind of stuff. So if you miss the building part of MythBusters, go check out his channel.
It's a good idea. Oh, Mark says Klondike minigun. Yep, that's true.
Yeah. Well, in Mando's case, we would need a taco minigun.
Yes. Oh, I like your little picture there. High five. That's cute. Yeah, he definitely loves his tacos. So instead of Tuesday tacos, it could be taco every day for him.
It's tacos all week for Mando. Miss Mandy, it's Klondikes all week.
Hey, you know who makes a good fast food taco?
Who?
El Pollo Loco.
Oh.
Their tacos al carbon. Simple, inexpensive, and really good.
Tacos actually do sound good. Normally, Sundays is when we have Mexican food. We have cheese enchiladas, black beans, and rice. And then we add the enchilada sauce and cheese on the black beans and rice, and it's so good.
Have you ever done chili rellenos?
No, because I eat like a kid. What about you, CA?
No, I haven't.
They'll love them. You can do them two ways. You can do them the quick way or the traditional way. And I've got recipes for both. They're fantastic.
Okay, well, you might have to DM me that recipe, and I'll have my husband fix it because he likes to cook.
Okay. It'll take me a while to type it out because it's a photocopy out of an old Mexican recipe book.
Oh wow! Oh well,
Yeah.
I don't want you to have to take a lot of time. Just even
I
if
got
you
to
want
write
to
it
take a
down
picture.
anyway, so I might as well start somewhere.
Yeah, you could start the Logan Cookbook.
I was actually thinking about doing a channel based on that.
You know what? Go for it, and we'll watch it. We'll help you promote it.
Yeah, just basically how to cook on a budget and still make it taste good.
So that's the hard part, is even dieting or cooking. I mean, like spaghetti is inexpensive, but then trying to find other parts to just having a good meal at home. You're right. It's so much better at home than it is out to eat, but it's just the cost of everything. It adds up. But I think you should do that, Logan. I think that would be really cool.
Okay, never mind.
What happened?
I got muted.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I was just telling him to keep promoting his, like do his channel, and I was hoping I'd hear back from him. And
Oh no, I heard you. I got muted. I don't know if that was on purpose or an accident or.
That was an accident.
Okay.
No, I thought I had internet back, and then went to go to log in. StreamYard's on the computer, and internet went bye-bye again.
Are they doing work around your house or something? Is that why?
That's the funny thing. I haven't seen them do work around the house. But they're saying they're working on the service somewhere in the area.
Okay.
That's why I hate AT&T.
Well, that's why we switched, because we were doing AT&T for like $60-something a month, and the down speed was awful. The upload speed was awful. We weren't even getting like a 1. It was just slow. And well, actually I lie. It was the download was faster. The upload was like 1 something. But download was maybe like 12, I think was the number.
Oh yeah. No, well we're getting AT&T Uverse internet. So, and the upload speed is just horrendous.
Well,
I mean, it'll take me like I'll have a video done in about 3 or 4 hours, and it'll take 2 hours for that video to upload, and that video will only be about 10 to 20 minutes long.
oh wow. Are there any other options that you can do?
Yeah, I'm looking into other options. Looking into T-Mobile has a home Wi-Fi internet that you can set up.
Yes, it's like $50 a month. I remember seeing the guys from that doctor show. Hey, look who's here. It's Cheeky Monkey. Cheeky Monkey, you didn't miss a lot because unfortunately CA's internet is not being nice to him today. And I was mostly blabbing the whole time. And so you haven't missed much.
Oh, Rogue's back at it again.
Uh-oh, what'd he do?
Oh, he's trolling in Frauditor Troll's Discord server, and right now he looks like he's going after Baker Street Gaming.
Which is completely foolish. Completely foolish of him. I mean, Rogue, I think the other guy is going to listen better. I think he has more of an open mind, even though he had some good valid points. Like he wants the auditing done, but understands it should be done the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have who I call Ben Chode, or we could call him Ben Colore and Hindi. Then he's just, and then of course he starts off just nitpicking. I mean, it's like he wants to target at somebody, and I hate that. He's just like an irritating little bug that just won't.
Well, Rogue's problem is Rogue thinks he's right about everything. It's typical narcissistic attitude towards everything is, I'm right. I'm always right.
Right.
And that's the way he goes about it.
When you guys invited me over to the server, because I knew that you were like, hey, there's really something going down. I mean, and then when you get in and see it, I didn't know what his personality was like before until then you read everything that he has said. You guys were 100% correct on the pinpoints of this person's behavior. And it's not good. It's not good behavior.
Oh, I know. I mean, and look at his attitude. He goes, Article 1, Section 4 of the Florida State Constitution says every person is a member of the press. And I'm like, that's not what it says. That's not what it says at all.
No. And even Cheeky Monkey even says that Rogue Nation intentionally ignores Poster 7. He does it for clicks and views, and the lawsuit's nothing more, which is why I don't bother with his crap, which is true, because I even asked him. I was like, who is paying to get you out of these court? Who's paying for you get out of jail? And he's like, I don't. My family doesn't. My subscribers do. It's like, what? I say basically you're scamming people is what you're doing.
Yeah, that's literally all it is he's scamming.
And he didn't even agree with that. And so to me, if you're taking money and you're doing something to get yourself into jail, then, and I said, well, are you showing the receipts? And he said, yes, but I don't believe him. But I just don't understand how he has a following. Because yes, he's doing these things. He's being stupid. So, okay, we can give him credit for that because people do watch stupid stuff, right? But
how does he have a following? Haven't you seen the Wall Martians?
Internet's back.
Yeah. I mean, haven't you seen Wall Martians? That people do some stupid stuff.
They do. And I think people now these days just want to watch something. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I'm seeing where even Spencer's now involved. I just got the notification there.
Yeah, I was laughing at what Mark said, that he could own him so hard right now, he'd think he'd been buggered by a bulk ore carrier. I've had to install those, man. That's a lot of bulk ore.
Way to go, Mark.
Okay, let's hope the internet holds out.
Yes, we need some talking about stupid. We need some videos.
We need some stupid videos. I'm telling you right now, you start acting up again, and I'm going to take the shotgun to you. And that's just
please,
for
darling,
the modem.
Just please, darling, just just take it easy and work so that way we can have some fun. That's all we want. Yeah, just talk it butter it up. Come on, you gotta, have do that buttery voice. Just.
I'm taking Mark's approach to it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot you with a gun. Okay. I'm gonna
I don't
throw
know,
you
man.
across the
If
wall.
your internet is acting bratty, you might want to threaten her with the leather paddle. That might get her attention.
There you go.
I gotta wait for Discord to finish loading.
Or kind of do like what our other friend Rogue does, how she was like dominating. And so, yes, you just want to dominate over just the internet. Just do it.
Oh yeah. Well, Rogue Angel with Rick Crude. That was he just kept getting pissed off and pissed off and pissed off, and she's just like nice and polite about everything. But I'm just trying to understand what your side is for this. He just keeps yelling at her, cussing at her.
I know she kept her cool a lot longer than I think I would have. And I just thought that she even explained the situation. She said, "Let me look it up." She was interested in looking at the facts. All he was doing is just being a jackass and not even having anything to support himself. That's the problem. Is that if you want to make a valid point, have your statistical facts to prove your case.
Exactly.
I mean, we all know that. And I may not have to support why is my opinion this way. I don't have to point out, okay, this is how I feel about it because that's just the way I feel. But if I have facts and I can read something, then yeah, I'm going to have even a better judgment about something. I may even get angry just because the way you're talking to somebody. Anyway, that's just my little 10
Okay,
cents there.
since Discord's gonna act up and not load quickly, I'll just go to TikTok and log into my account.
Okay.
Because I got most of these saved over there.
Oh, good. Yeah, my daughter is a TikTok fiend and she's learned a lot this last year. I would definitely not recommend a young teenager to ever use TikTok.
Oh Lord, no, not with half of the shit that's on there. I don't even recommend some adults go over there.
Yeah, there are some songs that I guess there's one called Cupcake. I listened to it and I hated it. And I said, I can't believe you're listening to this crap. It's worse than like a Virgin by Madonna.
Oh,
Yes. It was so gross.
yeah, like a virgin. Oops, I did it again. Milkshake. Yeah. Save that for the club crowd.
Right.
Oh,
Okay, here's a good question by Cheeky Monkey if y'all haven't seen. He wants to know why Americans don't eat steak and kidney pies.
I can answer that.
Okay.
Americans have not really embraced organ meat, also known as offal. Therefore, it's not that popular. So that's why it's not seen on many menus.
I mean, I'll actually eat a steak now, and I didn't eat one before I was pregnant. So I will do a steak, but I'm not a fan of eating an organ. I just, I would have to be lied to, pretty much. And
Yeah,
let me
you ought to see my mom and my aunt go after the heart and the gizzards from a turkey at Thanksgiving. Those old ladies throw elbows.
Hey, welcome back. See,
Yeah,
so
internet played out again.
bless your heart. Well, I actually got to say it is bless your heart. Yeah, a little more southern.
Bless your internet's heart.
Yeah. Not UCA, but yeah, the internet. Just say, fuck you, internet.
Yeah, I was born in the South. I know what bless your heart means.
I know. I was watching a really sweet comedian about that. And I guess she's a minister or something. I can't remember her name, but she's a really older, sweet lady and was talking about the Southern things that women say, and even talked about how her husband went grocery shopping for her and about the pies and how anytime there's a funeral you got to make a pie or something. Anyway, I'll find her and I'll share it in Discord because it's going to take me a minute to think about it, but yeah.
My grandparents came from the North, so for funerals it was casseroles.
Yes. That is true. A lot of casseroles.
Mm-hmm.
And because I know when after my mom died, we had so much food left over. I think we ate it for about a week. It was really nice that everyone brought it. The only bad part is someone gave us a really fancy piece of a dish, and they wanted it back, and we couldn't find it.
Uh-oh.
I know. And I know none of my family would just steal it or anything like that, but for some reason it was not ever found, and it was my best friend's dad's bowl, and it was like crystal. So yeah, it was not a good thing.
Sorry.
Well, it's been 7 years, so I mean, things happen. I feel bad, but
yeah, we weren't really paying too much attention to bowls and stuff.
No, we weren't either. That's why if you ever give somebody a dish as a casserole to give as a nice gesture, give it to something that you don't expect to get it back.
Right.
That's the life lesson there. Just kind of like the Law Talk with Mike. You got to have a life lesson to talk about.
That's why Goodwill is very popular.
That is true.
Nah, come on. Down here in the South, we just put everything in an old butter bucket. I mean, seriously, that's how we sent leftovers home with family. Took one of the old things that we used to have butter in, just open the top on it, put the food in there, put the lid back on it. Don't worry about returning this. You can throw this one in the trash.
Oh, it's the best thing to have.
It ain't just Southerners.
And also whipped cream, like the whipped cream little bowls. Those are great.
Cool Whip bowls.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. Cool Whip.
Yes.
Say it like Stewie. Cool Whip.
Or as in South Park, cream fresh.
That used to make my dad so mad because the only thing I've ever seen my dad cook besides steak and hamburger is a grilled cheese sandwich.
Okay.
And our family would give us leftovers in like a Country Crock butter container. And Dad would go fix a grilled cheese sandwich after we had brought leftovers home, open up the Country Crock, go, oh, what the hell is this shit? Where's the butter?
My mom had put those things through so many cycles in the dishwasher, the labels wore off.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about poor people's Tupperware.
I know. It really is a good thing. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
Speaking of allergies, excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. I apologize.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good sneeze.
Oh, yeah, it makes me feel better.
Like 14 in a row is a little excessive, but I already had that earlier, so I'm not expecting another one today.
So far that's my first one, so we'll see. But yes, Cheeky Mike, I'll have to try it. I know my husband would like it, so we'll have to try that because he eats liver and kidney.
Do that with a crock pot.
Oh yeah, that's true. See, that's another good thing about crock pots is that, and if you get the liners,
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to get those because that way it's easy cleanup.
Yeah, I've got a 6-quart crock pot, and I start off with 2 pounds of whatever the cheapest meat out there is. Dice it up into like 1-inch cubes, and just start layering my stuff in the crock pot, and it'll cook down to about 3/4 to 2/3. You know, take the stuff out, make your gravy in there, add your stuff back in, and then as you're eating out of that, throw in some more vegetables, get them down on the bottom, put it on warm, and come back for dinner.
Mm.
Oh, I'm interested, Mando. Mando just posted something in Mandy's server. A song challenge for the community. Video drops at 4 p.m.
It'll be interesting. I can't wait.
You know, we really need to get YouTubers, when they put a timeout, add in what time zone you're in. We can do the math afterwards, but put your time zone in too.
Yes.
Well, speaking of Mando, I see him in the.
Hey, he made it after that you were just talking about him. Hello, Mando. Hey, brother.
John Kirkwood.
Yeah, I was just reading about that. Let's see. So
I'm writing that down.
So he's a retired chef. Okay, instead of writing it down, I'm going to do a cheaper way and take a picture. Okay.
I don't have enough space on my phone.
Yes, Mando, your ears were definitely burning because CA was just talking about you.
At least your nose wasn't itching.
No. Making you sneeze or...
Mine's doing enough of that for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry. This sucks.
Hey, Mando's pretty good about putting Eastern Standard Time for his videos.
That's good.
But Logan's right, though. There are some that may accidentally forget. And if I ever do, you let me know. Maybe that's why I need a producer. Just as a backup. In case I do something incorrectly.
Mando, if that's itching, you got problems.
Yeah, they have a shot for that.
It's called penicillin.
Can you afford a chill stream after dark? Yes, you could. You should come up because I'm gonna have to go here in just a few minutes.
Come on, Mando.
The fun we had with the router.
Oh my god!
It's still screwing up.
She's still acting like a brat, huh?
She is. You need to lay down the law with her. Come on, have Bear. I think you're gonna have to end up having Bear talk to her.
Get the leather paddle.
Mm-hmm. Come on, you know how to do it. You're an officer. You know how to, just lay down.
I'm staring at a pair of handcuffs right now.
Okie dokie. Let's bring on Mando.
All right, what's that about handcuffs? Because now you're getting me excited.
Hey, brother.
These are the tortured kind. You need to pay extra for those.
Oh, no. You know I don't have the chili money for that.
Only 50 extra trifolds, I promise.
Yeah, indestructible my ass. I tried to use one as toilet paper and the damn thing blew up on me.
Josh destroyed Run on his channel.
Shit, those things aren't even worth toilet paper, man. I'd rather go out there and get some poison ivy. At least the itching will stop for a little bit.
You'll know where it was applied.
So did you guys see that apparently Maria couldn't pass the fucking physical?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's big news.
Well, who here really is surprised that Maria found some way to get out of his fight?
I'm not a bit surprised about that.
We were taking bets on how he would do it.
I'm just appalled at how horrible of a lie it was.
Yes, because you even showed saying, okay, if your blood pressure is over 180,
And bam, guess what it is? It's over 180 for him.
If it's over 180, his ass needs to be in the fucking hospital because he's about to have a fucking heart attack and die.
Well, see, that's the thing. What I found, Mando, was the FDA shows, the stages of heart tension.
Hypertension.
Yeah.
Yep.
And 180, you're in hypertension crisis. You need to be in a hospital right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
So being a truck driver, I have to do a DOT physical every year, and I
Mhm.
found out that I had enough of a high blood pressure that they put me in that hypertension thing. I think I was at like 139 to 140, somewhere around there. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's high anyways, but especially for trucking, that's high. But I mean, dude, I got medical attention like a day later. I didn't fucking wait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whenever I was diagnosed in my 40s with hypertension, I started taking the meds, and then I kind of quit because I thought, oh, I'll be fine. But then I go to the dentist office, and that's when I'm in triple digits on both parts.
Well, my question is this: which doctor did he see? One that he paid for, or one that the promoter pays for?
He went to a minute clinic.
Yeah, he went to a doc in a box.
Oh,
Yeah, so
you found
I
it.
would trust that about as much as I trust his trifold as toilet paper.
Well, the fact that he didn't give a proper blood pressure, 179 could have been his heart rate.
Yeah, because it's usually something over something for blood pressure.
Systolic over diastolic.
Yeah.
It's a pressure difference.
Yep, that's true.
And hypertension is something I know a little bit about. It's one of the reasons I got retired.
Well, I do know that steroid use and high blood pressure does have a hand in hand in it, as well as being a male stripper and male escort from Las Vegas. Not saying that he blew a lot of dicks in his time, but
that's not going to do anything to his blood pressure. But the lifestyle that comes with that type of job could have had an influence on his health.
Yes.
Well, according to him, he's nice and clean, and he's changed his life. So,
and he's not on a felony deferment for GHB manufacture and distribution. Sure, we've all heard what he says.
Well, here's the thing. I've done my own research with my own contacts, and I happen to know why his ass is not sitting in jail for that. And I also happen to know why people he gets into contact and hangs out with end up in some legal trouble.
Doesn't take a rocket scientist to put two and two together.
Yep. And commentator, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, basically what comes around goes around.
See, that's the thing. A commentator, you saw this with the fake wannabe fucking wrestler who tried to call me out, and also with Archangel 4, or whatever the fuck his brain cell level is. They want to call me out, and I'll state point blank, it's been about 6 years since I've been in the field, but most of the information that I have and most of my contacts are pretty accurate. So when somebody does GHB, which is at the time when he was doing it, extremely sought after by prosecutors and the government, is out without any consequences. I think everybody knows what's fucking going on there, and that's why he's going for the bottom of the barrel. Is I have a feeling that the government is tired of cum stains like that, and they're doing everything they can to get rid of them slowly. I don't think the government had an issue with them until they started deciding to go after the military bases and things like that. That's my personal opinion, though.
Okay.
Yeah, the military bases would be federal. He got caught by state.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, in my opinion, from what I can see, is with that kind of a charge, even at a state level, and let's say the government did decide that they wanted to go after a certain group, they would do it without having to be connected. And I know that they have different departments for that.
Well, the federal government's done that all through the civil rights stuff in the 60s and 70s.
Oh yeah, they've done that. Dude, they've done that pretty much all the way back to the Civil War. You know, if the government wants their way, they will find a way to do it, and they will make it look like they have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it's called plausible deniability.
Exactly.
Well, I guess we know what Rogue Nation does in his free time.
Mm-hmm. White coat.
How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you ruin goats?
No,
One bite at a time.
Well, hey, you guys, I'm going to have to kind of depart. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you letting me be on here and with you guys and gals. But I really enjoyed it. I'll still be back in listening mode, but I do need to step off stage. But thank you.
All right, sis.
All right, Amanda.
Be-
We'll see
All
you
right.
later.
Okay.
Try to behave.
I will. I'll try. All right. Much love.
Bullshit.
All right. Bye.
Mando, it's you that needs to behave.
Yeah, that's true. Bye.
Shit. Why do you think I wear the armor? This way I'm always wearing protection. No, but that's so. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand, and if they hear it, they try to say, "Oh, well, you're just a conspiracy person." It's like, you can say that all you want, but those of us that have dealt with anything government, especially on any kind of enforcement level, we know what's there. We've seen it. We've dealt with it at some point. Hell, I dealt with it all the time in the port. There's things that go on in the port that people don't realize, and some of the things that get brought out is mostly done as sacrificial.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, these frauditors, like Rogue Nation, the big shit fest that he is, he was like, "Oh well, I'll go to wherever you worked at." I'm like, "Okay, go to the port. You try to go through the main gate at the port with your video camera and see how that works out for you, because it ain't gonna fucking work." I worked in sensitive areas on the docks with chemicals that are high value targets, and I've trespassed and I've detained several frauditors. I had one that tried to fight me. I put his ass on the damn ground because DHS does not take any favorable stance towards filming, especially chemicals, but basically you're filming the ports. They will allow you to do it to an extent at the cruise ports, but any kind of shipping port, no, fuck that.
I was the guy working for DHS that enforced that.
Yeah, so then I am FTO certified. I've done anti-piracy training. I've even done several details. I've done DOB transports to other countries like South Africa. I've gone 40 miles above the South African border, and we were told once you get past that border, don't get out of your car. If anybody starts driving up to you, just start shooting. Don't even ask questions. They said don't stop to drop them off. Come, slow down to about 2 miles an hour, push his ass out, and then drive on home.
Mm-hmm.
There are things there that people don't understand and they don't realize it. And of course, when you come out with it or you admit to any of it, either you're a conspiracy theorist or they just outright think you're crazy. I tell them I'm a little bit of both.
Well, one of the things that we always said amongst ourselves as being employees of the federal government is if they want to get you, they'll get you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we got vindictive supervisors just like in any other career field. You get petty people who get promoted because they do great work on their knees. It happens. You get nepotism. You get just, frankly, stupid people who have a power trip, just like in any other job. And if they want to get you, they will. You just have to be smarter than they are, which usually isn't too hard. but
Yes.
it does happen.
So I've dealt with that. I've dealt with that in my, for lack of a better term, tenure in the port. I've gone through 2 different COPs, captains of ports,
Mhm.
and the first one hated us. I mean, he hated the company. He hated me in particular because I would play exactly by whatever rules came out, whatever updates came out. I had them all in my book. I called it my post Bible. And
Mhm.
that was in every post that I managed. That was in every patrol vehicle that I was in charge of. And I made sure that whenever we did DOB details, that they were on the dock and they were in the vehicles of my officers.
Mhm.
And I've also had a captain report that absolutely loved us. He even gave me a freaking letter of commendation. You know, and that was fun for me because his first day on the job, I got to meet him at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
That's a fun call to have to make.
Mhm.
But we were at one of the sites, and the dock shared an open face to a public ramp with boats and everything. And I had a guy up next to the dock by the ass end of the ship, and he wasn't interfering with the ship, but he was close enough that he was within that 25 yards.
Mhm.
And me and another officer, we walked over there and we lit him up and we said, "Hey, you gotta keep moving, man. 25 yards, and you're within. If I remember right, I want to say it was within about 10 to 15." And he got an attitude with me. He's like, "Oh, fuck you! You're just rent a cops, this, that." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm telling you, move your fucking boat. If you don't, we'll go and call Coast Guard and Customs, and you're going to have that boat impounded, and you're going to be arrested." "Oh, I don't believe you, you stupid son of a bitch." Then the fucker, the fucker made a mistake and gestured towards his waist.
No.
So I aimed right at him. I told him, "Don't you fucking move." My backup drew. We called to our dispatch, and within 5 minutes, we had CBP and we had Coast Guard with their rubber duck boats.
Mhm.
And they shut down that entire area. Took him into custody. They charged him interference of God, what was it? I'm trying to think what it was exactly.
Title 18, Section 111, assault on a federal officer.
Yep, they got him for that, but they also charged him. I can't remember exactly what the charge was, but basically it was along the lines of interference with a infrastructure business.
That's under Title 47, the transportation laws.
Yeah, so he got those 2 charges. His boat got impounded. When we went to court for it, he was able to plead it down to, I believe it was 36 months in jail. And he also got put on the do not fly list, as well as banned and barred from owning firearms at that time it's for like the next 10 years.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
the port ain't somewhere to play, man. You fuck up there, you fuck up big.
You've got
No, you definitely don't want to piss off Coast Guard port security.
No, people don't realize is the federal rules are different than the state's rules.
Yeah.
And they're much stricter, they're much more broad, and the penalties are stiffer, and you don't get time off for good behavior in the federal system.
Nope. Well, put it this way: we all know Pennsylvania versus MIMS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's break it down and simplify it for people that may not know. Essentially, it established the must identify clause if you commit a crime. So, in the Section 8 housing where I used to work, if I asked for an ID, you could tell me to go fuck myself. Technically, I couldn't do anything about it except for call law enforcement. However, you come onto the port, I ask for your ID, you say, "Go fuck yourself." I say, "All right, pull over, get out of the car, and put your hands behind your back."
Mhm.
And at the time, I had every right to do so because you're refusing to identify on a federal property.
Mhm.
Did I want to do it? No. Most of the times I didn't have to. The couple times I did, I think there's only one time where I actually went that far. The rest of the times, I explained to them, like, "Look, you're on federal property. You're on a sensitive infrastructure property. Either you show me your ID, I log you in, and you go about your day, or I'm going to detain you until DHS, CBP, or Customs comes here. I'm sorry, or Coast Guard comes here. Then you can explain why to them you don't want to identify yourself to come on here. And at that point, I guarantee you that they will ban you from the port, take any port credentials you have, and tell you to go fuck yourself. And I've had
Don't
that happen,
forget,
I
if they're in
think,
the
a
port,
total
they're
of
in a
3
customs
times.
bonded area.
Oh, yeah.
That also
Well,
brings in
that's-
19.
Yeah. And that
And it
also
al-
includes a lot of people don't realize this, but that also includes any port facility that's not owned by, let's say, Port Authority, the state, the county. You know, so if it's a private business, like let's say Mosaic, if
Mhm.
they have a dock and they have to answer to DHS and the TSA and all that for their security plans, that is still considered a sensitive infrastructure area.
We have that in California. The former Long Beach Naval Station got bought by Maersk. Maersk is a private company, but they have to adhere to U.S. federal safety and enforcement guidelines. You know, God help them if they break a hazmat regulation. That's what, Title 45? Because
I believe it's 45.
those fines are not cheap.
Uh-uh.
Oh, dude, any fine in the port's not cheap. I had a vessel come in, and like I said, for the company I work for, we specialized in DOB details, which is detained on boards, simplified, no visa, no passport, no entry. A lot of those ships were Middle Eastern, Russian, Chinese, or depending on what year it is, either Burmese or Myanmar.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a ship come in. We went up there. So at the time, our policy was mandatory 4 officers on for mustards, which is roll call.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 4 officers with us. I had one would go up to the bow, one would go out to the, I guess the aft. I can't fucking remember. But basically, one at the front, one at the back, and then 2 would conduct the muster.
Mm-hmm.
And we would confine the crew into whichever compartment that we were doing the muster in. So either their cafeteria or lunchroom, whatever, or we would confine them to their actual quarters.
Galley.
Yeah, galleys. So we went up there to do it.
We did a ship search.
Yeah, we went up there to do it, and the captain refused to do a muster. And I asked him 3 times very politely. And on the 3rd time, I said, all right, so here's the deal. You refuse to do a muster, we're going to shut down this dock, and we're going to shut down this ship, and we're going to call out CBP and Coast Guard. And he proceeded to tell me several colorful things that I could do with myself. Some of them I don't think is anatomically correct. But hey, I'm not a doctor. And so we went ahead. We got off the ship. We shut down that section of the port, and we called out Customs and Coast Guard. And this was with the news. Captain of the port, he came out with his people, and he goes, so what's going on? I told him everything. He goes, you know what? I think this vessel has been over a year since it's been on U.S. docks. I think it's time to do an annual on it. They had them there on that dock for 4 days, doing a complete inspection of the ship. Every nut, every bolt, everything. On the 4th day,
How big was the ship?
Oh, shit, I can't. It was one of the cargo liners.
Okay, that's about $1 million a day.
Yep. So here's the thing: 4 days. So that if you're looking at about $4 million, he comes off the ship. The captain of the port comes off the ship. He goes, "Hey, so they won't be bothering you guys again because we just fined them about $160 million in fines." And he was telling me all the fines they did. Things like the lettering was either slightly small or slightly too big. The fire extinguisher did not have a clamp on it for the hose. I mean, just the nitpickiest things because of what they did. And that vessel sat there until they paid.
This
And
is
if I remember right,
for frauditors, because they try and do the same thing to you, and it's like, look, man, I don't have the authority I used to, but I don't have to put up with your shit either.
yeah. Yeah, I've had, like I said, I've interacted with plenty of frauditors. They always try to do that. Oh, well, you have to tell me your name and badge number because you're a contractor for reports or you're a servant. I looked right at him. I said, no, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. No, I don't. I'm a contractor to the client. The client happens to be the port, and guess what? As a contractor, especially here in Florida, as a contractor for security to my client, that means I have the authority of the client. I represent the client. So if I tell you get the fuck off, you can go to Mosaic or you can go to whoever and complain, and they're going to tell you, well, they did their job.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'd never had a single company or a single client that I worked at that did not back us. When I got
When you have armed
into,
security, the client backs you up pretty well.
oh yeah, when I first got into security, the instructor that I had when I went through my license course for unarmed, he told every person sitting there, he's like, listen, as of last year, I believe it was, I want to say 2010 when I got into it. He goes, in the state of Florida, for every police officer out there, there's about 1,500 security officers out there. He's like, so when people want to say that law enforcement is the only true first responders, he's like, that's bullshit. He's like, because 99% of the times you're going to be the one having to call them, meaning that you were on the scene first.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so not only am I going to teach you the laws you need to know, but I'm also going to teach you how to protect yourself. The fake ass wrestler, he decided to use a F word as a slur towards me because I did admit to him that I am part of that community. So he decided, oh, well, I'm just going to use this. And then he started questioning me, like, well, have you ever been in a shootout? Have you ever shot your gun in passion, this other shit? I'm like, dude, I've had training for that. I've been in a couple of high tense situations. I've had, like I told you, I've had contracts with certain departments of the government that I really cannot say all the details other than generalize. There are things that the government do that are not privy to the public, and in my opinion, they shouldn't be because it would scare the shit out of the public. But I told them I've gone through the tactical training. I've done it all. If the company didn't pay for it, I made it a point to go do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because commentator, I'm sure you'll agree with me, but in my opinion, the more training you have, the more muscle memory you have, and the more retention you have, the better the odds of you surviving.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Of course, now, trying to get all that training in while also having to do the mandatory requirements for continual education can be a hassle sometimes.
Oh, yeah, dude, I know. What I would try to do is, because my license had to be renewed by my birthday in June. So what I would try to do is, okay, tax time hits. I'm going to take this half of the classes plus the requirements for the state, and then end of the year I'll take this half. But I got lucky though. I had two companies I worked with that they had their own instructors and their own academies, so they were very easy to work with as far as easing into training.
Oh, yeah. No. The company I work for now, I mean, heck, I'm one of the instructors.
Oh, God help us all. I mean, oh, good. I was watching.
In Georgia,
Dude,
you only have to have 3 years experience to become a trainer. So, and I've got well more than 3.
Oh, exactly. So I was watching Steven Crowder. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and they were talking about the training for the new IRS agents. Right? They were showing a video clip that the IRS was promoting as their training. The first fucking thing I saw, and they saw this too, but the first fucking thing I saw was this big guy was coming up on somebody with his weapon drawn with his both thumbs behind the slide.
Oh. No. That's a good way to lose some thumbs.
I had a
Dude,
buddy
I saw-
who had a Ruger 22 automatic. It's a really popular firearm. Did exactly that. Put his thumb behind the slide, sliced all the way up. I mean, just boom,
Oh,
all the way up.
no, Logan. I don't mean like he was gripping the slide. I mean like he was giving the thumbs up behind the slide. Yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, no, please.
That's a
If
good
this
way
is
to
the
turn that
training-
joint backwards.
I'm thinking if this is the training that they're getting, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Well, were these IRS agents or were they revenue officers?
I believe, oh God, I can't remember. I think they were agents.
Okay, because
So they were on the enforcement side.
Special agents in the IRS go through the same federal law enforcement training center that all other special agents go through. There has been contention going on for decades that revenue officers, meaning the ones who actually knock on your front door, should be armed. Right? Because you're walking into somebody's home and it's a dangerous situation. They wouldn't arm these people, but they may have over the years. I mean, I stopped working for the Treasury Department when we morphed over to Homeland Security. So I don't know, but that sounds like something I would expect from a revenue officer.
Well, from the original posting of the new job for it, if I remember seeing it correctly, they did include in there that the agents would have to be okay with using lethal force, be proficient in firearms, and have a commanding stature.
Yeah,
so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they are planning on arming their agents or if that is, like you said, for a whole separate division.
Well, their agents are already armed. I've gone on call outs with them years ago, and they're all armed. Now, granted, their training is different than other people because this was a huge deal in LA. We had DEA, U.S. Customs, IRS, ATF, and Baldwin Park Police all out there for this one warehouse. And it was interesting watching everybody gear up when it was time to go serve the warrant. DEA had the helmets and the balaclavas and the long rifles and all that. ATF, they had, and Customs, they had the vest, the external vests, and they had the tie down holsters on the side. IRS had some raid jackets and a pancake holster. All right, so different training. But we got into the warehouse and it turned out they bleached it from ceiling to floor. So yeah. even the dogs were useless there.
Yeah, that's something that irritates me with people when they're like, oh, well, why is the police so militarized? I'm like, well, because the criminals are so militarized. Get the criminals to stop being militarized and maybe we can start with the law enforcement then. But until then, fuck y'all.
Hey, Daryl Gates had the right idea in the 80s when he had that crack house tank, that just took down walls. I know it pissed a lot of people off, but it sure as hell sent a message to crack houses.
Oh, yeah. I mean, quite honestly, I think our law enforcement having, I think that our law enforcement having APCs for their SWATs and for their tactical units, I think that's perfectly fine. I see no problems with it. Their patrol officers, yeah, absolutely. They should have whatever equipment that they deem necessary to stay safe. Because at the end of the day, I prefer a cop come home safely than I do a fucking criminal.
Yeah, I still remember the North Hollywood bank robbery.
Yeah, they used that in all of my training classes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the one that hit home. The one that hit home for me the most was the Brian Nichols shootout and escape. And they caught him right down the road from the house.
The one that got me personally when I was doing security was in Tampa. We had 2 officers that were shot by a homeless guy. And it really stuck with me about the training and situational awareness so much, because when I saw the footage, obviously I have the benefit of, Monday quarterbacking it. But when I saw the footage, I'm thinking, shit, that should not have been missed. That really should have been handled differently. Don't get me wrong. I respect the officers, and I feel bad for them because they're, in my opinion, they're my fallen brothers. But at the same time, I'm going, okay, what can I learn from this to do better at my job? And dude, I'm telling you, people didn't. So my clients loved me, but the people I had to interact with in the enforcement, I call it the enforcement character, they hated me because I was very thorough. I made sure if I didn't see their hands, everything stopped until I could see them. I made sure that if I was suspicious of anything, I made sure that I didn't let it not be known to me. I always preach the whole have a secondary officer and have a quick line to either dispatch if the company has it, or somebody close by that can have a quick line to law enforcement. I went one of the properties that I had, CIS, which was really big down here. I don't even know if they're still around, but they were really big. They were, honest to God, they were the true RoboCop mentality people. And they would take any contract. Well, CIS said that the property was so bad, they dropped it. So our company picked it up, and before I even set foot on the property, before any of us did, I did some research on that property. And before we took it, they had over 113 calls to service per night. And, I mean, that's fucking excessive. So we went in there. I talked to the property manager because I was going to be the OIC for that property. I was already that area's sergeant. And I told the property manager, I said, listen, you guys have 113 calls per night for law enforcement out here. I said, so here's the deal. That tells me that we pretty much have to put this property on lockdown. The property manager said, go ahead, do whatever you have to do. Anybody bitches and complains, send them to me. I will back you guys up. And within 1 month, we had 113 calls to service per night down to about 5.
Not bad.
And in those 5, 4 of them were us. Okay. So, yeah, the property manager loved it. She thought we were gods, and she told my boss, she's like, look, keep that man. I want him in this area. I don't care what you got to do. Yeah, he's fucking awesome. And I told her, I said, look, it's not me. It's my officers. My officers are here every single day. I'm within 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes at most away. But, I appreciate it. But my guys, they know what the fuck they're doing. And most of my officers that I handled were ex-military. Most of them were ex-Marines or ex-Special Forces, one way or the other. And I've had a few that were ex-law enforcement. So I didn't take any bullshit. Neither did they. People like to say, "Oh, well, security guards. Oh, fuck y'all. Y'all don't have authority and shit." And it's like, you know what, dude? You think that? Yes, we're supposed to, in Florida. Yes, by law we're only supposed to observe and report. However, there is a clause in there that states if there is a forcible felony or a forcible crime, we are allowed to interact and we are allowed to interdict that. And when you have Section 8 housing or you have nightclubs and bars and shit, a lot of gray area there. And I tell people with security, think of it like this. We have the same responsibilities as law enforcement. But in most cases, less training, less benefits, less pay, and less legal covering our ass.
Yeah, you don't have the qualified immunity.
Exactly. Hell, I had one person try to sue me through the company, and she was pissed off because I at the property I was at, we had a common wall between the back of some garages and a strip mall that had an AMC theater. And the problem that we had was that a lot of people from the theater, they would either before or after the movies, they would just kind of wander over. They would drink, they would party, they would have sex in the back, just all kinds of shit. So one night I'm walking around and something just told me. I don't know if it's my experience or what, but something just told me, hey, go check out behind these garages. So I go back there, I check it out, and sure enough, there's a young juvenile male and a juvenile female, and she was giving him a blowjob. And that dude and I had one of the Surefire lights, so it was, I want to say it was about 600 luminous on its lowest setting.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came out there, I lit him up, and how she didn't bite his dick off, I have no idea. But that boy, he jumped, and I swear to God, I've never seen a person jump and run with their pants down at their ankles as fast as he did. And she froze. She was scared shitless. So I called her parents, and I said, hey, I won't call the cops this time because, the poor girl's scared and shit, and I think she's learned her lesson, but you need to come pick her up yourself, or I will call law enforcement out here. And they're like, oh, well, we can't be there for like another hour. I said, all right, well, here's the deal. I'm calling law enforcement, and they can wait with her. Oh, don't do it, this, that. Nope. I told them, you guys got about 10 minutes to get here, or I'm called. And they didn't show up, so I called law enforcement. They came out. They talked to her. It was just one of those things where she made a dumb choice. She realized it and admitted to it. And parents finally came out. They got pissed off that I called the cops. And they tried to turn around later and sue me through the company, saying that we refused to release the body cam footage, which the company did because she was an underage minor in a sexual position. And, that was company policy. Anything with underage minors in that kind of position, we did not hand over unless it was to attorneys or to law enforcement. That was the policy.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried saying that we wouldn't give it over because we were the ones watching the cam footage all the time. And I'm like, what kind of a fucking argument is that? Like seriously. So we ended up going to court, and the owner had to go with me, and he laid out the exact SOP of how body cam footage with a minor was to be disseminated and given out, and he showed the chain of custody that anybody that requested it had to sign for it. Anybody that viewed it had to sign for it. And he showed that the only people that signed for it was law enforcement, the property manager, and the owner. And then the second time for the owner for the court.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to put in there, when you signed out, you had to put in there, you had to state a reason. So law enforcement, the reason was to see if there was any criminal activity deserving of charges. Property owner did it to verify she was not a resident. And if she was a resident, they were going to issue eviction notice. The owner verified it or viewed it to verify the activity or the incident report. And then, of course, verified that he released it for the court and the court only. And she lost. And the judge looked at the mother and said, instead of trying to get rich off of a security company, perhaps you need to go and teach your daughter to have some self-respect.
Security companies are not that deep of pockets anyway. They're usually operating on a shoestring.
So when I left security, I was pretty high out there. I mean, I was the sector commander, which meant pretty much half of Tampa was under my command. And what I did was I did a lot of estimates. I did a lot of, we called them security protocol testing for potential clients. They said, hey, we'll pay you guys to come out here and test our security. And yeah, I think our main cost was labor, and we did it about 85% for labor, and then about another 10% was for equipment cost, insurance, and I think the company only made like 1% profit off the contracts, if I remember correctly.
It's not a large profit margin at all.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So
I mean,
you figure if a contract was, let's say for easy math, $1 million, at 1%, that company's only making what, $1,000?
10,000.
Yeah, so about 10,000. So to make it profitable for the company, and this is what a lot of companies do, is when they get interest in one contract, they go out and they try to get as many contracts in the area as possible. This way, it's profitable for them to put, let's say, a patrol car out there, or to put an officer or two out there. So that's why a lot of companies, when you see one at one property, you'll see them at least 4, maybe 5 other properties.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's not even factoring in fuel cost.
I know in my company, the way we would price out for the contract is 65% goes to guard salaries and 35% goes to overhead and any profit we can make. Most of the security companies in Los Angeles did a 70-30. But that's how we were able to underbid a lot of the companies. But then again, it was also the only contracts we really had were warm body contracts.
Yeah, so one of the companies I worked for, that's pretty much all that they wanted to do was warm body contracts. But after I was there for 2 months, we had several officer involved incidents. So I went up to the owner. I said, "Listen, we got, if I remember correctly at the time in our area, we had over 20, we'll say 22 officers on at any given point in one area. And in that area, we were getting per week, I'd say about 10, maybe 15 officer involved issues.
Mm-hmm.
And that ranges from less lethal force to just defensive force, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, look, what you're doing now, it's okay, but it's not something that you want to set as a standard. So the properties were literally a block or two away, and we all had the 2A radios. We had a repeater system, and if an officer had an issue that they needed backup, they could go on, do an officer call, and the closest officer would go ahead and drive over in their personal vehicle to assist.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, and the company, if you had to do it, the company would also pay you for your gas. So he wasn't just like leaving it out there. He was trying to take care of the officers.
Mm-hmm.
I told him, I said, look, at this point, if you add it, I can't remember exactly how much I told him, but I think it was like $50 extra to every contract. You could justify having one patrol sergeant out there on all your shifts. I said, and all he has to do is literally just drive around, hit the different properties. If there's an officer assistance call that comes out, you can haul. He can haul ass and not take away from any other properties. So he started talking to the property managers and asking them what their opinion was. Not only did they love it, but they agreed to the extra charges enough to where he had 2 patrol sergeants out at any given time.
Nice.
Yeah, and when I say patrols, dude, it was fucking nice. He got the ex-police Tahoes, and he decked them out for us. He put a cooler in the back of each one and said, all right, at the beginning of every shift, sergeants, fill up your coolers with ice. Fill one up with ice, fill one up with ice water. Bottles of water.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all we did. All night we'd drive around, hit the different properties, see if they wanted water, see what we could do to help the officers out. And then he slowly started incorporating actual patrol or drive-through sites which were real easy, like construction sites or even businesses that just want somebody to drive around, check the windows, things like that.
I did one for the gated community for a few months.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. It was like busy work for the sergeant. So this way he could justify even more having us out there, which was fine. But in my patrol vehicle, dude, I'm telling you, I had it decked out. We had the coolers. We were all AR-15 certified and approved by the state, so I had that. I had my I believe it was a level 3 vest that I always kept.
Hey.
Oh, Miss Mandy.
How's everybody doing?
Good. Doing better now that you're here.
Good.
It's been a rough week.
Yes.
Some of y'all know what's going on, but some of you don't. So
I'm in the dark, Mandy, so share as much as you'd like.
My soon-to-be ex is being a soon-to-be ex. He's really being something else. Let's just leave it there.
Well, like I said, Miss Mandy, if you need it, I can always come up there wearing a wife beater and a pair of boxers that don't quite close all the way in the front. So
this has been like the hardest week I have ever had. Ever.
Well, we're all here for you. We're pulling for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
In fact, I even started the Watchdog / Debunker Community Challenge of singing. In fact,
I
actually missed my own premiere. Whoops.
Oh my God. I seen something about starting a male singing thruple or something like that.
Yeah, we're not going to start. We're not going to do a singing group. Come on, it's bad enough. It's bad enough that my video probably ruined several ears and brain cells.
You guys could buy a self-driving chili van. It would be awesome.
Oh, you know what? That could be the name of the group.
The self-driving chili van?
No, think about it. The Trifold Brothers.
The Trifold Brothers. Could be 3 of you. You call yourself the Trifold Brothers.
No,
that would be awesome.
Can't count.
Look, trios only work for women's groups. All right, if it's going to be a guy,
that's not true.
Pinko, Paul, and Mary did really great in the 60s.
There's been a lot of like male singing groups. I mean, what about Boys to Men?
They were a quartet.
Yeah.
They were. They're not anymore. There's just 3 of them now.
Because one of them retired.
Okay, so what about New Kids on the Block? There's 5 of them.
Yeah, one of them starring in Blue Bloods.
I know. That's Donnie Wahlberg. That's my favorite. We can talk about him all day. Hot. Hot. I love
all
Blue
right, Miss
Bloods
Mandy,
too.
down. Go and get a Klondike and cool off.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, save your wrappers. We're going to use them for ammunition.
Shit, we're going to have plenty.
I know.
Shit.
That's why we said save your wrappers.
Shit, all the rappers all the abandoned rappers that she has, we could just go ahead and build a freaking Vulcan.
I think it was Mark's idea, actually. Klondike
Mark the sarcastic wanker.
Yes, I got everybody that's starting to call him the wanker.
I know I heard it somewhere.
Well, everybody calls Limey a bastard, so.
He started that himself.
Yeah, Limey even calls me a bastard.
Hello, you beautiful bastards.
Well, I mean, if the bastard fits.
Well, I'm the commie bastard over there.
Is that what he calls you?
Yes.
Hello, you beautiful bastards.
See, hey, how are you, you commie bastard?
Well, Colin changed
I-
his screen name.
I don't even want to know what people call me.
I see that Mando After Dark. Don't think I
They
don't
never
see
call
that.
you late for dinner, do they?
Oh, that was kind of bullcrap.
Damn straight.
Logan, I
I
just
love my
noticed that
tacos.
Logan Sandman was the other man on the panel. Hey, Logan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm better now that I know Logan is up here.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Hey,
See what
Logan's my
happens
man. He
for-
knows that.
Yeah, but I'm your man, DeLorean.
You're my Mando.
Damn straight. And it's after dark, baby.
Amanda, the stream
Mando.
officially became After Dark once you got on the panel.
You know, I seem to have that effect. I just don't
Oh,
understand it.
you commie
I'll just
bastard.
I'm just such a sweet I am just such a sweet, innocent angel.
Sweet, innocent. Ain't we've had conversations. Who are you kidding?
Now, don't make me tell them what your OnlyFans account is.
Klondike kisses. I don't make any qualms about it.
Yeah, sure, that's what it is. It's Klondike Destroyer 69.
You made that up.
I didn't say that you knew about the channel. Damn, I just said that you had one.
You and Manda J keep spreading that Klondike Destroyer 69 thing. She said something today about Klondike Destroyer 69. I was like, stop.
Listen. All I'm saying is, the last time I saw something eat something like that so
Oh
bad,
my God. Here we go.
it was
Here
a
we go.
Starlack, and it was in the original series.
Oh, Lord.
See, so like a compliment that guys will give girls is that they're so skilled they can stuff the Tin Man through a keyhole. Yeah, well, Miss Mandy's so skilled she could get the Klondike bar without even opening the wrapper.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I have news. I have news. I have news.
Oh,
So those who shall not be named, I
yeah.
heard from today.
Oh boy.
Yes, and they were polite ish.
Do we
And
want to know what they said?
do you want to know what they asked for?
I don't even know who the hell we're talking about.
Easy money.
Yep,
Of course they did. So they're not changing their fucking ways.
Anthony and Hikari.
Okay.
Asked for money today.
Oh boy.
Still waiting for Chili to grift on a new van.
Well, let's see.
you know what?
He's lost his
That-
van. He lost his jock sock. He's
They're still in Texas. Apparently, Anthony had some friend that he went to school with that lived in Texas, and that's where they're staying. But they
Right,
only
so-
have a few days to get out. Are we shocked? Is anyone
Nope.
shocked? And I'm not trying to spread rumors. I'm really not. But
No, and that's the thing, hon, is that you know how I feel, and I told them point blank, change your ways, make amends, pay back the people that you've wronged. Go from there.
and if you just pay somebody back, $5 a month, that's something,
Well, that's what I was trying to tell them was do something to better yourself. But by what you're saying, they're on the same fucking path. So screw it. They're done in my book. If they really,
I heard hello, and I said, hey. I said, are you okay? And he said, yeah, we're okay. And I said, okay. I said, I heard you didn't even get your food stamp card or you eat and everything. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. And I said, well, that's great. I do have a favor to ask. And I was like, surely not. I was thinking to myself, right? Surely not. And I said, okay. I said, I haven't heard from you. heard from your woman not too long ago, but not you. I said, so what is it? I need just a little bit. I was like, oh my God, no way is this happening. And I didn't say, I let him finish, but I was thinking, no way is this happening.
Jesus.
But anyway,
I'm done with that. Fuck that.
Well, it comes to a point. There's only so much people can help you do something without you helping yourself.
well, there's a difference in my book than a hand up and a hand out.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, they were
does that
given
make sense?
they were given so many opportunities to get the help that they need, especially the last attempt that they had. They could have gotten the help they needed. They didn't fucking do it. So at this point, I've said this with frauditors. You have to, if you want them to change, they have to want to change themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know if this is a Bible verse or just a good parable to live by, but, you know, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish, he eats every day for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
Yep.
But they won't take the opportunity to learn. That's the whole thing. But anyway,
But
I just wanted to come
do,
up and speak for a few minutes and say hey to everybody. And I know that I've been very vague in Discord and stuff. Just, it's been a really, really bad week.
well, I have
So,
some good news if you want to hear it.
yeah, I do. Yeah.
So the people that know me on Discord and know my channel stuff, in November I had the heart attack, and I had to get down to 450 pounds. I was at 550 pounds. And this morning I'm at 435 pounds. But
Yay.
the better news is not only did I qualify to get the heart catheter done, I got scheduled to get the heart catheter done so I could get back to work.
Fantastic.
That's great news.
That's fantastic. Yay.
It's taken almost a month to get it done, but I finally got it. And
I'm so happy for you. I really am.
That's
so
good
on
news.
September 6th, I won't be around at all because that's the day I do it. And then I get a follow up on the 12th.
That's so quick. Wow. My back surgery is scheduled for the first week in January.
Ooh.
Well, my doctor, the cardio doctor I have, he's fucking awesome. He understands that being a trucker, the worst thing you can do is make us sit around and do nothing. So he's like, dude, as soon as you
But
lose
that's
the
great
weight,
news.
yeah, he's like, as soon as you hit that benchmark, man, I'll get you in as quick as I can. So I said, all right, I'm gonna do it.
That's fantastic news.
Yeah, I can't wait. As much as long-term disability has helped me, it's only half of what I could be making a month. So, I've been living bare bones, and it'll be good to be able to make a decent living for a change.
Breathe a little easier.
Oh, we lost Mandy.
Oh shit! She must have dropped the Klondike.
Either that or she ran over to Team Skeptics channel. He had a premiere.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did, if I'm not mistaken. And we've been on stream for about 2 hours, so I think I'm going to call this one. And Mando, you want to plug your premiere that you missed?
It's not my fault. The entertainment here was so riveting.
Thank you.
Well, I'll do this. I will drop my link to my channel in chat. Guys, if you're not subscribed to me, please go subscribe. I have issued, as of today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Standard Time, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I've issued a challenge to anybody in the watchdog/debunker community to do a singing video. You can pick whatever song you want. You can do whatever you want with it. I released mine today at 4 p.m. So once we're done here, if you guys wouldn't mind, just go check out, hit a like button on it. Again, do all the little YouTube things, hit like, subscribe, share. Y'all know what to do. But I will be doing a Shoot the Shit Saturday stream tomorrow night at 8. Well, let's say 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh yeah. And guys, also if you haven't subscribed to Miss Mandy, go do it. I'll send Mando over to your house.
And remember, folks, I don't wear codpiece. I like to have freedom of movement. In fact,
Violence.
In fact, you know what? CA, let me pull this video up so you can show people why I don't wear a codpiece. This way I can't.
no.
This way I can never get in trouble for doing this.
Ladies, allow me to introduce the best of the best, the Black Knight himself. And this is his trophy winch, Maid Madeline. Ding!
That's why I don't wear the codpiece. If they can't hear it, I can't get in trouble. That's why I have on my visor is a mirror reflection. This way they can't see my eyes. I can't get in trouble. I learned my lessons.
All right, guys.
The helmet is there to protect you guys from having to see this ugly face.
Hey,
Fucking
hey.
12-year-olds, man. I know I'm in the right place now.
Mando, look, I seen your face reveal on Mandy's channel. Your face ain't that ugly.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm sure you're drunk at the time, but I appreciate it.
I hope I wasn't. I just drove home from work.
Well, hey, people keep calling me Willie Nelson and expecting me to be able to sing.
Well, I want to see commentator pick up that challenge. I think guys in chat, put his ass to the fire. Let's see commentator do a singing challenge for us. Then again, knowing our luck, he'll pick his Raining Men.
No.
I'm still waiting for someone to do Chili's Got a Gun.
No. I'm not gonna do Chili's Got a Gun. I put it this way.
when it got stolen.
If you're in Miss Mandy's server and you've seen the song lyrics that I posted earlier about Chili, I'll finish that out and put that to music. How's that?
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. We're gonna call it day because we got Blue Bears premiere, we got NCR stream coming up, we got Blue Bacon's debate with Rogue Nation coming up tonight.
That I want to see.
It's going to be a busy night.
Yes, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Bacon take the Rogue Nation on Rogue Nation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to multi-stream because NCR is going on the same time that Blue is.
Yeah, I'll be on NCRs tonight too. We're doing Florida Man, and it's only fair. It is only fair that if we're doing Florida Man to have a Florida Man up there.
Hey, I'll agree with that. We got to have a Florida Man on the panel during the Florida Man stream.
And B girl, sweetheart, I still got my package here waiting for you to come pick it up, butt naked. Come on, girl.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the flip side.
Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for having me up.
You're welcome, Logan.
See y'all next time.
If we can get the stream to end.